Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Project Porsche. Unfortunately, we are coming to you again from the garage because it's snowing again. We're in the middle of Snowmageddon, which the Pacific Northwest doesn't traditionally see a whole lot of snow. And we got like all of the snow all weekend. It wasn't so bad right exactly where we are, but it definitely got bad enough to only be able to use the Bronco there for a couple of days, which you can check out that video from Friday on Project Bronco. But yeah, needless to say, the Porsche has spent the entire weekend in the garage. Now, that's slightly a problem because we were actually supposed to go to the Oregon Region Porsche Club of America, ORSCCA. They were doing their annual tech for Autocross on Saturday. Needless to say, with all of this stuff, that got canceled. Part of that canceling is they moved it to the 23rd. Previously on the channel, I had said that the Boxster's first event would be the Bridge City Autosports, BCA, their first autocross on the 24th of February. That is not going to happen anymore. We've had to do some rearranging of schedules and some other things have cropped up. So what we're going to do now is the 23rd is the day that the annual tech got moved to. It is also the annual tech day for SCCA for Oregon Region. So we're going to bring Project Porsche to one or both of those. I got to see like who accepts who. Like if everybody accepts SCCA, we'll just go to SCCA. If nobody accepts the others, then we'll go tech it at both. So that is the goal now, is we're going to get Project Porsche ready for complete tech inspections on the 23rd with both clubs. We will not be racing the 24th. However, the following weekend, which is March 2nd and 3rd, is Oregon Region SCCA's first two events of the season. We will be at both of those. That's at Portland International Raceway in Portland, Oregon. So if you're local, come out and run with us with SCCA. We will be running C Street with the Boxster. So that's what's going to go on with the car. We've got tech on the 23rd. We've got racing on the 2nd and the 3rd. And that's both a couple of weeks away. So in between now and then, what do I have to do? Not much. The car's pretty much ready to go. I did find a receipt for an oil change, so it's had a fairly recent one. I'm going to go a couple hundred more miles on it before changing the oil, but I'll probably do that before we go to the first event. I do want to polish the headlights out. These newer units are a little, just slightly yellowy on the outside versus the OE units, despite being all brown in there. Like if I cover that split up, you can see they were actually really clear and nice. So I have a polishing kit. I was going to polish those out, wash wax the car, all that stuff. I have to get new numbers for the car. The numbers that we autocrossed with for the Cobra last year are silver, which, yeah, silver numbers in a silver car doesn't work so well. The annoying thing is they used to be, some of them were purple, actually, from my Miata. And the purple didn't show up on the black, so I actually painted them silver. Well, I can paint them again, but they're so old now. Some of my numbers are over 10 years old. Some of I think the newest ones are maybe 3 or 4 years old. And then obviously the classes aren't the same. I've got little numbers for Cam, and I think I have a little S, so I could probably come up with a CS for C Street, but it would be like two different fonts, and just, it's going to look bad. Plus, I want to do a new livery. I don't know how many of you know this, but the Cobra, these are my stripes. They're actually riffs on the new Shelby GT350R. The GT350 has a stripe with a black border, and the R has a red border, and I totally copied that and like the spacing and all that from the GT350 to put on the Cobra, which is totally legit because SVT to SVT, so you could totally do those stripes on this. But I've got a livery planned for the Porsche. We've got something for this that, again, is a riff on something else, but kind of with my own little twist on it that I think is going to look really, really good on this car. So I want to get new numbers that are going to match the motif. Yeah, so I got new numbers coming in, and then we're going to do tires. We're definitely doing the RE71Rs. I was researching and waiting on other tires. The Yokohamas seem to be really good, but they're really pricey, and they don't have a lot of sizes. And there's some new ones coming out from, I guess Federal has finally gotten like serious about doing a 200 tread wear tire, but it's more like the Falcon and less like, you know, a true autocross tire. I guess they're going like for the drifting or the track day markets or, you know, Champ Car and things like that. So we're going to go with the RE71Rs. I haven't quite decided on size. I'm okay putting way bigger on the back. It has 285s on it now, I think. And we're going to go to probably the 295s on the back because the 285s are, you know, either square or a little stretched. So we want maximum traction back here. So they make a 295 that's like the same height. So we'll go to the 295 on the back, which is strange because I used to run a 315 on this, and now now it's a 275, and I'm going to have 295s on this. But on the fronts, I haven't quite decided yet. I think it's got a 235 on it, and you can see this one fills out the tire a lot more than the rear one does. That's the difference between a 7.5-inch wheel and a 9-inch wheel. And I'm worried about like sidewall flopping over with the very, very, very limited amount of camber we have. So I'm not real sure yet. I'm kind of leaning toward like doing a 245 or maybe a 255. But I also run 275s on the front of this, which is also on a 9-inch wheel, and you can see like how ballooned it is. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is. They're pretty big on those wheels, and I got a lot of rollover. I think you can see that on the shoulder here. How much it has rolled over. And this car has a lot of camber. It's got a complete aftermarket suspension setup on it, you know, all tubular stuff. So it's got, I think, 1.8 degrees negative camber in the front. Anyways, just on the compromise alignment. So, yeah, I'm thinking I probably don't want to go too much bigger than the 235s. I'll probably stick with the 245s on there for now and just see how it works. The nice thing is, we're doing so many events this year, we will probably burn through this set of RE71Rs. They'll probably be just perfect, either right at or right before National Tour this year, which we're going to go to in Packwood. The National Tour and the National Pro Solo. So we'll have an opportunity, probably mid-season, to look at data and change up if need be. And then obviously next year, 2020, when we go to the real Nationals, the whole thing in Lincoln, we will have a brand new set just for Nationals because I'll be shipping the car out. We'll fly out, meet the car there, do the whole thing. And then I haven't decided between ship it back or drive it back yet. So it's a ways out, but we will have completely fresh rubber for Nationals no matter what. So we'll have a chance to do at least 2 sets of tires between now and then to get a better feel for tires. I'm sure the fronts will probably get eaten a little faster than that, but regardless, the first set of tires will be going on the car probably next week, honestly. I'd kind of like to have them on before the annual techs. But if not, it will definitely be the week between annual tech and the first event. We'll have them for the first event. I went out with the car last week and did some more seat time driving in it. And those tires, they are not autocross tires. They're just trash. And we don't get any valuable data or be any competitive at all with them. So they're going bye-bye. We will have autocross tires on the car for the first event. And that event will be Oregon Region SCCA at Portland International Raceway, March 2nd and 3rd. And in between now and then, we're going to do some new tires. We're going to do some tidying up. We're going to get some numbers. And we're going to do annual tech on Saturday the 23rd, either with one or both clubs. So that's what's going on with Project Porsche. That's all we've managed to really do in between all the snowstorms. Like I said, it's been kind of really bad up here. And don't even talk to me about that thing. It's the first time I've even noticed it was still in the garage. So we'll get to that one later. But yeah, that's all for Project Porsche for this weekend. So hope to have at least one more update for you this week when we get some new stuff in or do some more work to it. So until next time.